Hello and welcome to Magic Autocad. In this part of tutorial, we are going to create an isometric view from this plan drawing. We're going to make a 3D isometric view. So let's get started. Before drawing this plan, I created some blocks which I used in drawing the various features of this plan. So let's go to layer properties, then we're going to drop down here. Then from here we're going to lock all these layers that we already created in making this drawing, because we're not going to use these features of this plan to make our isometric view, but we are going to use the features as reference points. So in that, let's create a new layer. Let's name this layer walls. Then let's leave it at the white color. Let's leave it at white color. Then now let's select the rest of the layers and block and lock. Okay, then you click on lock. All the layers will be locked. Then now let's check. Let's go back up here. Let's go back to layers and keep walls as the current layer. So now you are going to see that the whole plan has turned blur, okay, because we have locked. So we have locked, so it doesn't more function. Now let's go to turn our drawing space to 3D modeling. Come down here and switch to 3D modeling. Then while waiting, it switches on. Then we move up here to this view cube. Directly above the view cube, you're going to see, here you're going to see this home icon. You click on the home icon. Then you have this southwest isometric view. Then the next thing we're going to do now is let's go to Polyline. Like I told you, we're just going to use this plan as a reference. Okay, we start from this first point here. We click by using a polyline. Click on this other point, and then let's zoom here to click at this end. Be careful. Select very carefully, and then we click at the end points. Then we'll move down to click at this other end point. Then now let's come down to close line command, and we click on close so that this line will be closed. Very good. From here we move up to the extreme right. You will see layers. Please take note that the software I'm using is Autocad 2020. Maybe your version might be different and your software may be different, so you might find your features or your tabs or your layers elsewhere. So for here, let's go up to the extreme right. You're going to see layers, then you follow down and then click on layer properties. Then here it's going to take us back to this point. Then now let's select, okay, we select the layers that we previously locked. Then you're going to see freeze. Okay, you click on freeze, then you come to close. Now you're going to see that we've frozen the features that were here because we already had our traced line. Then now let's go to offset. Then let's type in an offset distance of 15, that is the thickness of the wall. Enter. Then let's make an offset inward. Then escape. Please take note that before doing the plan, I adjusted my unit and I choose the learn type as decimal and the insertion scale as centimeters. So from here, let's go to the press pull. Come up to your extreme left, you're going to see press pull. You click on press pull, then you come here, it's going to light, then you click in between, you take it upward a bit, then you type in a height of 300 centimeters. Okay, that is the height of a wall. Enter. Sorry. Then you're gonna have the shape. So from here, let's go to visual style and see what we got. Then let's try to shade. Let's put it on shaded. Then you're going to see that we've made our walls. For now, we're not going to really consider the inner walls because you could still take the same procedure, okay, to raise the inner walls. But for now, let's keep it at this level because we are much more interested in the view. Remember, we are doing isometric view. So by the time we are going to do all the external features, okay, the interior will not be seen for now, and only this wall, this one here, these four walls that we are going to make features on them. Behind here, we're not going to make features on them because we are much more interested in the isometric view. So with that, let's go back to the visual style to put it to 2D frame. So from here, we are going to make the doors and windows openings. So with that, we have to first of all consider the height of the door, which is 210 centimeters. Then with that, we have to go to the polyline and make another reference running beam going around at the lintel level. But we're not going to do that. Let's just go here to this other trace and select. Then they're going to give you this option, okay, select polyline. Okay, select polyline. Then now let's go to copy. Okay, go to the copy tool, then let's copy it somewhere here at this end. Then we'll move it upward and type in a height of 210. Enter. Okay, and then we click escape. So you are going to see our new reference height, okay, the height for the doors and windows. Then now let's go back up here to layers, then we drop down these layers. Let's just do a shortcut. Then now we're going to unfreeze. Okay, we're going to unfreeze these layers that we already blocked. Let's unfreeze. Yeah, in order to take the reference of the windows. Okay, here we are. Then from here, let's go to the coordinates. Okay, go to the coordinates, you click here, then you're going to see here face. You click on face. We start with this face to make these two windows here. Then you click on this face, then enter. Then you go now to a rectangle, you click on rectangle, then you come here, you click at this end point, then you bring it this way, and then type in the span of the window is 150, okay, because it's a 3-in-1 window. 150, comma, the height is 110. Enter. Okay, we're going to have something like this. So from here, let's select to move it up. Okay, then we'll go to the move command, then let's click at this end point here. Then now you're going to see this projection line, this tracking green line, and then it's going to track at intersection. Okay, and then we click. Then from here, I would like us to copy this one and use it. So we select, sorry, my computer is freezing. Okay, so we select, then we go to the copy command. Let's copy it at this end. Okay, then we pull it, then we bring it here to snap here, at this endpoint. Escape. Now let's select again to copy, no, to move. Okay, then let's try it. Then we come up at this other angle upwards and click there. Then we move directly to follow this green tracking line at the intersection point. Okay, then from there let's go back to face. Then let's use now this face. We click on this face, enter, because we want to draw this other window. Then I will go back to rectangle, then we click here and pull it and give, sorry, and type in 150, 110, enter. Okay, then we select and right click to go to the move to copy, so yeah, to move. Then we click on this end, then we move it upward following this green tracking line to intersection. Then now with the door, let's go to the rectangle, then we click on this point, then we pull it upwards, to click at this other end. There we are. From here we'll move to this last window here. This is the last window. Then you see that this window has the same features with this one, the same measurements. Okay, so with that, let's select this window and move, since it's on the same face. Okay, it faces the same direction. We go to copy, then let's copy at this bottom angle, and then we come here, then it's gonna snap at this endpoint, then escape. Then now let's click, let's select and go back to move tool, then let's copy from this endpoint, then pull it upward to follow this green tracking line to intersection. Okay, yeah, follow up to this intersection, then we click there. Yeah, so I think for now that is all about the windows. So let's go back to the layers, then we drop down to freeze. Let's freeze the layers back so we can view very well. Okay, here we are. Then now let's go to press pull, then here we press pull and inward, the same here, click and pull inward, click, pull inward and click, the same at the door, pull inward, and then finally click on this one also, pull inward and click. So let's quickly go to visualistic style, then we'll put it on shaded. So you will see that we've created our doors and window openings. From here we're going to continue with the windows. So this windows measures 150 by 100, so they have a common measurement. Okay, they have a common dimensions. So let's get started. Before we get started, please let's start with new layer. So you go up to layers, then you drop down to layer properties, and make sure before you continue working, please, your workspace should be at 3D. you switch it to 3D. So these are the layers we already created, start working with, and we have locked and paralyzed. So let's go to new layers. Let's start with the first layer. Let's call it W point S. That's window shutter. Then we select a color for that. Let's select this color for the window shutter. Enter. And then let's go again to new layer and type in WF for window frame. Then let's give another color for the window frame. Let's select this color for the window frame. Okay, we'll give this color. Okay, let's go back to new layer. Let's type another WMP. That's window molding and window protector. Let's give a color for that. Then for the molding and protector, let's give this color. Okay, then now let's go back to new layer. Then we type door, D for door, DF, door frame. Enter. Then let's give a color to the door frame. Then we come here, let's select this color. Okay, then we go back to layer, then DS, door shutter. Let's give a color to the door shutter. It should be visible color. Okay, I'd like us to select this color. Yeah, so with all those layers, let's come up here and we close. Then our active layer should be, our active layer should be the window frame. Okay, WF, because that is where we're going to start. So let's shift one side and then let's go up to rectangle and start with the window frame. Let's come here, let's start here. Like I said, our window measures 150 by 100, 100. Enter. So here we are, an offset distance of 4. Enter. Let's offset it inward. Okay, so from here I would like us to select this inner line and explode. Move over to modify, then you select explode so that this line will be exploded. As you see now, let's select this line and then we'll go under draw. You're gonna see divide. Okay, these multiple points, and then you click on divide. Then let's click on this line to divide into 3 parts. Like I told you, it's a 3-panel window. Then let's type in 3, enter. Then now you're gonna see your notes, okay, the points. Then now if you didn't see this point, because sometimes it might just be a dot and will not be visible, so in that case, if you didn't see the points, you type PT for point type, enter. Then you can see that currently we have this one. So if it was this, just this dot, if you select on dot, then click OK, then you're not gonna be visible. Okay, then now if you type again PT, enter, then you select another point type, then it will be visible. So now with that, let's go to the line command, and before that, please make sure your node is turned on as a snap point. Okay, turn on your node as a snap point, then you're just gonna snap at this node, then you move upwards to click at perpendicular, enter again, we snap again at the node, move upwards to intersect at perpendicular, enter. Then now you have to carefully select these points and delete. Okay, then you delete. From here, I would like us to go back to offset and type in an offset distance of 2, enter. Let's offset this line on both sides. Okay, right and left here, right and the left. Escape. Now let's go to the trim command, click on trim, enter, then you trim here, you trim here. Sorry for that. Be careful. Yeah, you trim here, you trim here. Careful. Trim carefully. You trim here, you trim here. Okay. Let's come this other way. You trim here, you trim here, you trim here, you trim here. Then now you select these lines to delete. Okay, erase. Then let's pull it this way. So I would like us to join, to select all these lines and join. Okay, we come somewhere here, we select. Let's just window select. Let's select all the lines and join. Now you go under modify, you're going to see the join command, or you just click J for join. Now you see that all of these have been joined. Now let's go back to offset and make an offset distance of 4, enter. Then let's offset this one inward. This is, we want to make the window shorter. Then escape. Then here, let's explode this inner circle. We go to explode to explode it. Let's go back to the line command. Then we come to the midpoint here, then this other midpoint. Then from here, go back to offset, enter offset distance of 2, enter. Then let's offset this midline up and down. Then let's go now to the trim tool. Then we come here, enter. Then we come here, we trim, and we trim. Trim here, and we trim here. Now select this line to delete. So from here, I would like us to join all these other members. Let's join back these members. Let's select all and join. Okay. Yeah, and then now you go to the join command and join. Okay, it's already joined. I'd like us to go back to the layers and put the window shutter. Let's drop down. Then let's select WS for window shutter. Then we'll go to press pull and click. Then we come here. Then we click here to press pull downwards to the opposite direction and type in 2.5, enter. Escape. So here let's select this frame and we'll go to copy. Let's copy at this end point, then we'll bring it here to this other end point, then we'll bring to this other end point. Escape. Then let's go back to layers. I will change it back to window frame. Then let's go to press pull. Then we'll make a press pull of 8. Let's type in 8 for the frame thick span. Okay, then enter. From here, let's go back to layers. Then we'll change the layer to the molding, because window molding. Then you go to the rectangle command, and let's come here. Let's zoom to snap here at. Let's snap here at the midpoint of this frame. Then we'll pull it this way. We pull it this way, and we snap at this other midpoint. Okay, this is for the window glass. Then from here, let's move this frame. We'll move from here to here. Then now we'll go to offset and type in an offset this time of 5. Enter. Let's offset it inward. Okay, then escape. Let's go back to press pull. Press pull just here. Good. Let's press pull it at 5. Enter. Then now let's copy everything. Then let's move it. Click it at the lowest part. Okay, at this end point. Then you zoom here. Then you click at this other end point. So that is the window molding. From here, let's go to solid. Then we'll go to fillet. Yeah, let's type in a fillet radius of 2. Enter. Then we come to this end. Click on this other end. We're gonna make fillets at the edges. Click at the other edge. Then enter again. Yeah, so we have something of this nature. So from here, remember we drew a rectangle here for the glass. Then now let's go to under drawing. Then you're gonna see region, and then click on this region. Then carefully select this line. Yeah, let's take the polyline. Then enter. Then you're gonna have something like this. So from here, let's select any of these panels. So I click here to select, because we're going to select the whole region that we just created. Then you go to Control 1. Then this property is going to pop up. Our main concern here is the color. So you click on color. Then you drop down here at the extreme right. Then let's choose a color for the mirror. So for now, I like us to choose yeah, let's choose a brighter color. Let's choose this one. Then you come up here to the extreme right, up, and you close. Now escape. This is the color of our glass. So now let's select to see. Now if you go to rotate, here you're going to see this red line. So let's rotate. You click on this red line. Let's rotate it up at an angle of 90. You click, then escape. So you're going to find a window like this. So from here, we're going to move this window to fit on the openings. So with that, I would like us to go back to change the visual style. Go to visual style and put 2D wireframe. Then now let's use a window to select the whole window. Then from here, let's create copies. Then you come here, zoom out here, you're gonna pick your window at this point. Okay, look carefully, you pick your window at this end point here, then you move. Let's move here carefully, then you click at this end point here, then you move to this other point. Okay, then you click at this other endpoint. Then here, this one we're gonna fit on this other part. So with that, let's rotate. We select the whole window, then we'll go to rotate command. Then here you're gonna see this blue ellipse running around. Then we click on the blue ellipse, then it's going to turn to yellow. Then you click and bring it to 3/4 of a circle. So it's at 270. You click there. Then now let's select, use a window to select the window. Then we go to copy. Now let's carefully, remember here, let's carefully select here at this point. Then let's come to this under window. Then we click at endpoint. Click at endpoint. Then come same here. Then click at endpoint. Very good. Escape. So now let's try to give a shade to our work. We shade it, put to shaded. Now you're gonna see that our windows are well fed. Okay, so our windows are well fed. Now we're gonna quickly move to the door. So with that, let's go to layers. Then we go to DF, door frame. Then let's go to rectangle. We click on this end, you click here, then you take it up to this other end. Let's now select, then we go to explode, under modify, explode. Then let's carefully join this other three lines, lines. Then select this other line, then this one line. Then we go to join these lines. Let's now go to offset, to type in an offset this time of 4. Enter. We select this polyline, offset it inward, then escape. From here, let's select this inner line, polyline, and explode. Go under modify, explode. Then now let's go to line. Then you see the midpoint of this line. We click on the midpoint, pull it this way to click on this other midpoint. Yeah, I would like us to put it to wireframe so that you can see. The visual style should be wireframe, okay, so that you can see clearly. Then from here, let's go to the layers and we'll take D as door shutter, because now we're working on door shutter. Then now let's go to offset and make an offset of 5. Enter. Then let's offset this line up and down. Then escape. Let's go to an offset again of 10. Enter. Then here we're gonna offset this other line inward by 10. We come here, offset this one by 10. Then up here we'll offset this one by 10. Then down here let's offset this one by 10. Now escape. We'll go to the trim tool. Enter. Let's trim here. Sorry. Yeah, I'll come this other way. Oh. We trim. Yeah. Trim here too. Okay. Then now let's come down here. We trim here. We trim here. We trim here. We trim here. Then let's come up to trim these ones first before we delete the ones that are not trimmable. We trim here. Escape. Then now let's quickly delete these ones that could not be trimmed. Come down here, select this one, move over here, then you select this other portion, then erase. Now let's select these lines. Let's carefully select the lines and join. Okay, select and join everything. Okay, then we'll go to join and join. Then from here let's go to press pull command and come here. Let's press pull here outward by 2.5. Enter. Then come here, press pull outward by 2.5. Enter. Yeah, let's quickly go again to give a shade to the work to see. So from here let's quickly go back to visually and go back to wireframe. I'd like us to select everything here and move outward so that we can walk freely. Okay, let's move it somewhere here so that we can walk freely. Let's go up to coordinates and we click on face, then paste on this wall. Enter, because we have X, Y axis here. So we'll go to rectangle, we click at the endpoint, then we'll move over to this other endpoint and we'll click. So from here let's go to offset of 5 thickness. Enter. This is the thickness of the frame. Then we come here, we select offset inward, then let's let's now go to press pull. Then let's come here and press pull at a distance of 10, that is the door frame. Enter. I like us to go back to coordinate. Then let's select here. Let's place it up here so that we can work. Enter. Okay, let's come down here. Let's go to shaded. To shaded view. Okay, you see here. Then now let's quickly go to rectangle. Click on this endpoint. Then we'll move to this other endpoint. Then now we'll go to press pull. Then we'll click here. Let's press pull downwards and have an opening there. We can now select this one and delete. Okay, there we are. Let's go back to visual style to put to wireframe. Okay, let's select this wall now. Let's select Windows select and move it to its position. Remember, the door is supposed to be inside, not outside. So we go to move command, then we move from this end to this other end. Okay, that's it. So we come back to this frame, then we delete this one because we've already produced it there. We are now left with the base. So I like us to change the layer color. Yeah, let's take this color. From here, let's go to the press pull. You'll hover our cursor here. Let's select on this line. Then we'll press pull onwards to a distance of 2. Enter. Escape. Now let's make a shade to our work to see. Go to shade. Okay, this is our door panel. So from here we can now move to the frame. So you see here we've got a beautiful door panel here. Then we change the visual style to 2D. Okay, sorry for that. Then let's select and move. Remember, from this end point, then we'll move to this other endpoint as well. Okay, so let's now go to shade. Okay, so we are going to continue now with the foundation, the floor, the columns, and the beam. So let's get started. I've already prepared the layers for that, so let's go straight to the layers and set the current layer. Let's start with, I would like us to start with the foundation. Okay, so we'll come here, we'll select for foundation. Then let's go to the visual style and put it to the wireframe. Now let's go to the polyline. Okay, we click on the polyline. Then let's start at this end. We click here. Then we'll move up here. Take note, we're going to track this endpoint because this veranda, we're going to project the veranda. Okay, good. So we click here. We move over here to click at this end here. Let's click at this endpoint. Then we move to this other endpoint and click at this endpoint. Then now let's come down to close. Okay, you click on close so that our polyline will be closed. Then now let's go to the offset. We go to offset. We type in an offset distance of 10 because we're going to offset the foundation of 10. Enter. Then you click here. Then we offset it outward. Then escape. Then now let's go to extrude. We click on this outer line. Enter. Pull it downwards and give a height of 30. Enter. Okay, that is our extrusion height. Let's try and shade it to see what we got. So we'll put it on shaded. So we'll have something of this nature. We have a column here, so let's go to the layers and turn on the column color. So let's go for the column base, turn on the color. Then now I'd like us to go back to visually style and turn it to wireframe, okay, so that we'll see clearly what we're doing. Then now let's go to the polyline. Then let's click at this end and we'll come over here. Now let's track this end. Okay, we track here and we click at the intersection. Then we'll take it to close it here. Good. Now let's go to offset and make an offset of 10. Enter. Then let's offset this line inward. Okay, offset it inward. Then escape. Then now let's go to the circle. Go to circle. Then let this inner point be our center. Okay, so click here and put it outward. Then let's come down to the diameter to type in a diameter of 20. Enter. That is the actual size of the column. Then now we have a base. Okay, a column base. Let's go to rectangle. Let's come somewhere here and we enter dimensions of 30 by 30. 30, command 30. Enter. Then now let's go to offset once more and type in an offset distance of 5. Enter. Then now let's offset this outward. Okay, now I'd like us to select these two and move. Okay, let's go to the move command. Let's track and move from the center. Okay, let's track so that we can move from the center point. Yeah, then we click here at the center. Very good. Sorry, let's delete these two lines. Okay, erase. Let's go back to the layers and change the color for the column. Here we are at column because we got white color. Then I will go to extrude. Then let's select on this column. Enter. Let's extrude it up and type a height of 270. 270. Enter. Now let's go back to change the layer for the column base, or we call it footing. So here we have column base. Let's take a very bright color. Okay, then we'll go back to extrude. Enter. Let's extrude up at a height of 30. Enter. Then we go back to extrude. Then we come to this, enter. Let's extrude at the height of 15. Enter. Yeah, so let's just give a shade before continuing to make sure everything is okay. Okay, so you're gonna see we have our column base and our column. There is a beam running here to span from this end to the column and from the column to the other end. So let's get started with the column. Then we go to the line. Then let's start somewhere here. Let's make a start here. Let's move it this way and type in 20. Enter. Let's bring it back this way and let's type in 30. That is the height. Enter. Then let's bring it back this way. Let's zoom so that you can see well. Let's bring it back this way and type in 40. Enter. Then let's bring it here to track here, but don't click. Okay, then you type in 5. Enter. Then 5 is going to be cutting somewhere there. Enter, and you enter again. Then come now and snap here, click and pull it right up to this end point. Don't click. Then you type in 5. Enter. Then enter again. Now let's go to the arc. Okay, let's go to the 2 arc points. Let's click here. Then here, let's come here and we click here. Let's move it towards the direction. Click it right up here. Just bring it to snap up here. Don't click. Okay, then you type in 5. Enter, and then you see it's going to track at this point. Then you click here. Okay, then now let's go back to the line. Then click here. Okay, then you stretch it upward to this end. Don't click. Then type in 8. Enter. Then escape. Let's go back to the arc and take a 3-point arc. Okay, let's select this 3-point arc. Then you come here, you click at this point, then you move towards this direction of move towards the direction. Then you type in 2.5. Enter. And then move it to this other end point. Then you click. Here we have something of that nature. Then now select the whole thing and join. Let's go to the join command. Join. From here, let's go to the rotate, 3D rotate. Then you select, enter. Then I want us to rotate. Go to this red ellipse, okay, and you click on it. Then rotate it upward to 90 degrees and you click, enter. I'd like us to quickly go back to the visual style and go to wireframe. Then let's go back to layers. Then we change the layer color to white. Then now let's go back to polyline. Come at this end and you snap. Go back to polyline. Come at this end. You snap at this end. Don't click. Then you pull it inward. Then you type 10. Enter. Then it snaps there. Then just pull it to 90 degrees. Okay, just pull it to 90 degrees and click it anywhere here enter again. Let's zoom. Then you come back this other way, snap here and you pull it inward, and then you type in 10, enter. Then now run the line towards the direction, and it's gonna intersect this line. Okay, sorry, wherever I intersect this line, you click at the intersection point, then escape. Now let's go to the trim command, enter. Then let's trim this line. Okay, you see that it cannot be trimmed, so let's go to another option. Let's go here to break. Okay, you click on break, then you come to this line, you click, then you move towards this direction to this end point, then you click. Then let's delete this small dot here. Then move now to the object that you just created, and sorry, let's first of all join these two lines. Select these two lines and you go to the join command and you join. Then come to the object, zoom it out, then you select the object, you go to the move command, then you come here, you see this midpoint. Don't click, okay, just hover it at the midpoint, stretch it upward, you see this tracking upward, and you click at intersection. Move it here, and you click here at this line where we drew at 10 centimeters. You click there. So now you're going to see that we have this angle, it's passing through this line. So that is the beginning of our column from outside to inside. Let's go back to the layers and change the color of the column. Okay, so here we have the color of the column. Then now let's go to extrude to follow the path. You click on, then enter. You're going to see this extrusion. Then now let's go down to command line. You're going to see path, then you click on the path, then you select this path. Okay, then you see that our beam has span. So now let's go to shaded to see what we've done so far. Yeah, so now you see that we've already made our, now let's try to orbit it for you to see exactly what we did. Yeah, so here we are going to proceed on cladding. Okay, we're going to see how to do cladding on our walls, and secondly we're going to do these steps. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so we are going to start with the cladding followed by the steps. So let's quickly go to the layers and we change to cladding. Okay, because I've already arranged the layers. Then from here, you need to know that before you draw on any surface, on any face, you have to use the XY axis in order to draw on a 3D object. Okay, so with that, let's go up here to the coordinate, then you drop this down, then you go to click on face, then you come here and you click on this wall, enter. So now you will see that your UCS here has as XY plane on the face where we are going to work. And before we start it all up, let's first of all go to the rectangle, because this wall from here to here measures 445. Then so the height of our cladding is going to be 20. Okay, so remember we already set our units and we are working in centimeters. So I'd like us to come somewhere outside and click there to draw our rectangle. Let's pull it here and type in 450. sorry, 445 comma 20. Okay, 445 by 20. Sorry for that. Enter. Now we are going to have something like this. Then now let's quickly go to the extrude. Then we come here, you click on this line, enter. Let's pull it outward. Yeah, let's pull it outward. The cladding is kind of a very lightweight material, okay, with very light thickness of 1.5. okay, let's put it at 1.5 centimeters. Enter. Sorry for that pop up. So here you're going to see that our cladding is very light, okay, just like maybe some sort of a ceramic and so on. So it's very light. Okay, let me really adjust so that you see what we're doing here. So from here I would like us to hide these windows members. Okay, let's hide these window members before we proceed. Then let's go up to the layers and drop down. Then let's hide the window shutter. Okay, let's just freeze. So you see that the window shutter is not more there. Then let's follow by the window frame. Then we freeze. Then only the window molding is left. Then we come down here to window molding. We freeze. Okay. Then now let's go to the rectangle. Then let's click on this end. Then move it up here to the second end and you click. Then let's go to the extrude command. Okay, let's go to extrude. And then we are going to extrude. Let's come down to the command line. Here you're going to see mode. Click on the mode. Then you take surface. Okay, because we are going to extrude only the surface, only the line surface. Okay, you click on the line, then enter. Then you see that only this surface is extruded. Let's type in an extrusion of 1.5. Enter. Yeah, so we have an extrusion of 1.5. yeah, so I think you vividly remember that the extrusion of this cladding, or you call it a molding, or you call it plastering or cladding or whatever you want to call it, the same. It has the same thickness. It should have the same thickness with that of this frame we just made here, okay, at 1.5. So I really want to take time to explain so that you understand very well. Okay, so let's go to the visual style and change to 2D wireframe. Then let's click on this object. Then let's go to move. Okay, let's move it to its right position. Sorry about that. Then we're gonna move at this inner angle. Okay, we move from this inner angle. You click there. Then you come here and it's gonna snap at this angle. Then you click. Okay, so there we are. Now let's continue the next step. Let's go under modify. Under modify, you're gonna see this array. Okay, you see you drop down here, you're gonna see rectangular array, you're gonna see path array, you're gonna see polar array. So you click on rectangular array, then you come, then you select your member, type enter. Then you're gonna see 3 other members. Okay, then you move up here, you're gonna see the rectangular type. Then let's take row. Under rows, you type in 10. Let's take in 10 rows. Okay, 10 arrays. Then enter, and up here you close. Make sure associative box is not checked. If it is checked like this, make sure you uncheck and you close here. Then now let's try and zoom. So here you're going to see that we already have our rows here. Then let's try and shade it. Let's go to viewer style and put it on shaded. Then when you have to shade it, you're going to see something of this nature. You're going to see something of this nature. Then now you see that these are plastering, or this cladding has covered the window. Okay, it has covered the window. So what do? Let's go to the press pull. You click on press pull, then you bring it here to the window. Then here you will see that each member of these bars will be selected. Okay, then you click on the selected, then you pull it inward. Okay, let me zoom it so that you see. You pull it inward somewhere there and you click. Now let's move on to the second. Then you select, pull it inward and pull it inward and you click. Then you do the same with this. You click, pull it inward, and now let's move down to this last one down here. Here you're gonna see a very small part. Okay, this small portion already selected. Then you click, then pull it inward and you click. Okay, so now our opening is created. So from here, let's go back to the layers. You can now go to layers and let's unfreeze the window molding. Okay, you're gonna see the window molding. Then let's unfreeze the window shutter. You're gonna see the window shutter, and then let's unfreeze the window frame. So you're going to see that we have our window back. Very good, window, so that is how you do same with this wall. Then you do same with this, sorry for that, and you do same with this. Yeah, before we continue with these other faces, please, I would like us to do the steps first. Okay, it's a very short step. So the height of this foundation is 30. Okay, remember it's a very low, it's a very short foundation, and the length, the span from this column to this end is 555. So with that, remember our UCS is still on this face. So with that, I would like us to go to the coordinates and we take on face. Let's use this other face. Okay, let's use the other left face. Okay, we click on that face and let's select that and enter, because we're going to be drawing on this face. So let's go to the polyline. Then let's come here. I would like us to draw before carrying it to the wall. Okay, so let's type in a height of 30, 30, enter. Then let's bring it to run at the 0 angle. Then we type in 30 again, 30, enter. Then we pull it downward to 90 degrees and type in 15. Yeah, 15 is supposed to be the riser. Okay, the rise of it, the step is 15, enter. Then we pull it at 0 again and we type in 30, 30, enter. Then we pull it down and we type 15, enter. Then now let's come down to the command line and close. We click on close so that we have something of this nature. Now let's go to the press pull. Okay, we go to press pull, then we click here to select and press pull inward, and let's type in the press pull this time of 555, enter. Okay, then let's escape. Then we're going to have our step like this. Yeah, now you can select this end line, this polyline to erase. Okay, let's erase this polyline. Then now you select the whole thing to move. So you go to move, then you click at this endpoint, then you bring it here. It's going to snap at this endpoint and you click. So we're going to have something of this nature. So we'll continue with the cladding, okay, on the walls. We are going to learn how to create a roof for this structure. So let's get started. We're just going to do a simple roof. So we first of all go to the layers, then we go to prepare layers for the roof. We come over here, click on new layers. Let's give a name as roof. Okay, so here let's give a color to the roof. So I like us to select, a bright color. Okay, let's take something greenish. Then okay, then we close the layers. Like I told you, it's a simple slope roof. Let's go to the layers and we put the current, so let's select roof, then we go to the visual style, then let's put it to wireframe. Then we go to the polyline, click on poly, then let's start from this end, then we'll move over to this endpoint. You have to be careful. Then we'll move over to this other end point, then we move to the other endpoint. There is a beam here, so it's going to be complicated. We don't have an endpoint here, so we have to move right over here to track from this endpoint. Okay, we track from this endpoint. Be careful because we have many different endpoints. Track, follow carefully. We go back, we track, follow carefully. Okay, here we click at intersection. Let's click it here, then we'll move it directly to click at this other endpoint. Good. So here we have our polyline. Now let's go to the offset. Go to offset. Let's type in an offset distance of 50. Enter. Then let's offset it outward. Then we can now delete this inner line, erase. Then I would like us to copy this line and keep it for another use. You just go to copy. Let's copy it right down. Let's keep it down there. Just one copy, okay? Then now let's go to the press pull. To extrude. We go to extrude, click, then you select the line which you want to extrude, enter, then you extrude it upward. Now you'll be asked to, let's go down to the taper angle. Okay, we have to put at a taper angle. Before that, please, let's go to the front view. Let me show you. Let me quickly show you this. So here you're going to see that our roof will be sloped at 30 degrees. So when you want to taper your roof and you are asked to give the taper angle, this is the taper angle 60. Okay, by default the taper angle will be 60 because the slope of our roof is 30. So you have to put 60 as the taper angle. Yeah, so when you want to slope your roof at 30, don't put the taper angle at 30, put the taper angle of 60. So from there, let's go back to home. Then we'll go to line command, we'll click on taper angle, type in 60, enter. Then now you are going to see the slope of our roof. Okay, you can just take it upwards and you click anywhere upward and click. Okay, except otherwise you want to change the angle of your roof at a certain height, then if not, you just have to click up there. Then now let's try to shade it to see what we got. So we'll go to shade. So now you will see that we have a very simple, beautiful slope roof here. Yeah, very simple and beautiful. So the next thing we're going to do here is to create a fascia bar. Okay, we're going to create a fascia bar here. So with that, let's go back to home. Yeah, because we're going to create it, then we'll move it. Then from here, let me see, let's put it at parallel so that will be clearer. Now let's go to line, or you can use polyline, it depends on you. Then you click here, let's move it this way and type in 10, enter. Then you move it downwards and you type in 20, enter. Then you move this way. Let me zoom it so that you can see. You move it this way, sorry for that, and you type in 10, enter. Move it upwards and you type in 5, enter. Then enter again to exit, enter again to activate, click upward and then you bring it down, then you type in 5, enter, then enter again to exit the command. Then now let's go to the arc. Okay, the 3-point arc. Let's click on this 3-point arc because we want to make a simple decoration here. We click on the first point, bring it this way, click on the second point, and we click it on this third point. Then from here, I would like us to, let's select this object and we join. I type in J, enter. So already we got join. Then now let's go to the rotate. Okay, you go up here to rotate, you click, then you select here, enter. Then you click on this red line, you click on red line to rotate at 90 degrees. Okay, so up there we are, then you can escape. Then now let's select to move. Okay, we'll move. Let's move from this outer end. Move from this outer end. Then now let's bring back our drawing. Let's bring back our drawing. Then let's try to orbit a bit. Okay, let's try to orbit. Let's try to orbit it this way. Then you come here at this tip, then you click here. Okay. Now I like us to take this polyline which we kept to move it up. So you click and move it up to this outer end as well. Very good. Let's go back to home so that everything will be visible. We try and orbit it a bit so that you can really see. Then we zoom. Now let's go to extrude. Then we come here. Let's select this member to extrude. Sorry for that. We're gonna put a different color for that. Okay, let's go to layers. We drop down the layers, so we're gonna change the color for that. Let's use this red color. Then I will go to extrude. Let's click on, sorry, let me really zoom so that you see where we are clicking. Let's click on this member, then enter. Enter again to extrude. Then let's go down to command line and you click on path. Okay, we're going to follow a path. Then now select this line, select this line as your path. Then you click on this line, select this polyline. Okay, so that we have it all round. So now if you try to orbit it, you see that we got something like this. Okay, so we got something like this. Yeah, we got something like this. Nice, no? I would like us to quickly look at the typical section of the roof plan. So here you see that the roof completely lies on the tie beam, on the wall tie beam. Okay, so this is our wall. As you can see, this is our wall. So this tie, this roof tie, lies directly on top of the tie beam of the wall. So after studying this roof, we are going to readjust our roof to the right position. Then here you can see the roof members. Here the fascia board as you saw there. Then here the roof sheets right on top of the polyline. Then here you have the rafter. Okay, the rafter that inclines at an angle of 30. So let's get back to our roof. Yeah, like I just explained to you, you will see here that this fascia board has covered almost all the beam here, which is not supposed to cover the beam. This part, the bottom part of this fascia board, is supposed to lie directly on top of this beam. Okay, so with that, let's go. We have to move it upward to the right position. So let's go up here and we click. Then let's use this view XY plane coordinates in order to be able to move. Remember, we can only draw or move along the XY axis. Then now we select these two members. Then let's go to move tool. Then you can click anywhere. Okay, and move. Just move it carefully to an estimated height that you're seeing. Okay, here is still covering, so we select again. Let's move it up again a bit so that it will lie on the right position. Yeah, I can see from here, but I I think maybe you cannot see it, blur. Okay, we click here. So here you will see that the roof has taken the right position. We are going to learn how to demarcate the borders of this house, or create boundaries of this house by the use of a fence and some sort of green vegetation. And we also learn how to create camera that is going to view the house. So let's get started. Okay, I would like us to go to the top view first. Now let's put it on let's put it on parallel so that you can see clearly. Then now let's quickly go to so that you'll be able to see where. So let's put this layer on, this present layer. Then now we'll go to, I would like us to first of all go to a rectangle. Then we're gonna make a rectangle here of 300 by 3000 by 3000, 3000 by 3000. Enter. So we're gonna have something like this. Let's move it towards building, okay, where to centralize our building. Okay, so there we are. Then I would like it to be pushed aside. Now let's go again to, let's change the color, the layer, let's change the layer. Okay, let's put it to yellow. Then we'll go back to a rectangle. I like us to make a rectangle here of 30 by 30. Enter. Yeah, so it's actually really small. Okay, so it's really small. Yeah, so you can zoom it. Yeah, this is a column. Okay, because our fence is going to be made of columns. So from here, let's go to array. Okay, go to under modify, and then you're going to see array, and then you take the rectangular arrays, then you click, then you come here, you select this square, enter. Then up here you're going to see the array, or the rectangular array section. Then now at this part of columns, how many columns do we need here? So now let's type in 2. Okay, then now the gap between, the space between the columns, let's put a space of 3000 between the columns. Let's put 3000. Then now let's move over to the rows. Let's type in 30 rows. Then let's come down here, the distance between the rows. Let's type in 100. Okay, so now let's close. Very good. Okay, we can zoom to see clearly. Okay, our fence is gradually coming out. From here, let's go back to the array, click on array, then let's select this item, enter. Then directly above here, we're going to type in the information. So we're going to type in the reverse of the first information. So the number of columns, we got to put 30. Then the number of rows, let's type in 2. Okay, 2 rows. Then the distance between the rows, should be 3000. Yeah, 3000. Then the distance between columns should be, distance between columns should be 100. Then enter. Then up here we close. Okay, so now you're going to see that we're gradually making columns for the fence. Okay, these columns are for the fence. Okay, so from here we can click this one. Let's copy and drag this end to place it. Okay, here. Good. Escape. Okay, I would like us to go to the front view. Then let's zoom. Let's zoom here. You will see that this line is above somewhere. So let's go to coordinate and you click on view, in order that we can be able to shift this line to place at its right position. You select, then you click on move. Let's move it right down to this end. Good. Then now we can go back to home. Let's go back to, okay, we click on the wall coordinate. Go back to the top view in order to position. Let's position the structure in the middle. Okay, we'll move this line upward in order to position the building somewhere there. Very good. Then now let's go back home. Then we'll go to layers and we change it back to this green color. Then let's go under draw and you click on region. Then come on this line and you select the region, enter. So we're gonna have something like this. Okay, we're gonna have something like this. I'd like us to construct this fence before we carrying it over here. So first things first, then let's go back to layers and change the color of the fence. Okay, yellow. So from here we go back to, let's go to extrude. Go to extrude, then we come here and window select all of these items. Let's select everything here. Very good. Enter. So we're going to extrude it at a height of 250. Okay, our fence is not too long. 250. Enter. Okay, we're gonna have something like this. Let's put it to parallel so that you can see where. Okay, so this is our fence. Then now I like us to delete 3 members here. Okay, 3 members, that's 3 meters. Eraser. Okay, now let's go to visual style, and put it to the wireframe. Okay, that is how you're going to see. So we'll have something like this. Sorry for that pop-up. And then from here I would like us to go back to Polyline. Then let's come here and track at the midpoint. Then we move over here. Then let's track this at the midpoint as well. Then we continue. Let's continue. We move. Okay, we move over here. Then now let's track the midpoint. Sorry. And we click there. Let's continue to this end. Then let's track the midpoint. Let me zoom so that you can see what we're doing here. Yeah, like this. We track the midpoint. Midpoint too difficult to track. Okay, there. We click there. Then we turn it this other way. Then we come to this end. Let's track the midpoint here. Okay, we click there and we continue. So we come here and we end it here. Very good. So from here I would like us to go to coordinate and we click on face. Let's click on this other face here, then enter, and then let's go to rectangle command. Let's go back, type in a rectangle. Let's click here, a rectangle of 30, tap 40, enter. Okay, we're gonna have it like that. Then now let's go to the extrude command. Then we select, enter. Then we're gonna extrude this way. Oh, we missing out something here. Sorry for the misunderstanding. We're gonna move this over here. So these are the kind of challenges that when you are drawing your face. Okay, we're supposed to do it here. Then we'll quickly go back to extrude. Then we select here, enter. Then we'll move it this way. So from here, let's go down to the command line. Then we click on path. Now let's select the line we just drew here as our path. Okay, so you see that we got the path all around the fence. Then now I would like us to select this path and move. Let's go to move. Sorry, let's select and copy. Sorry for the let's copy, because we're going to create copies. Okay, put the first one right up here, then the second one at the midpoint. Okay, very good. Then escape. Then now let's try to shade it to see what we got. We go to visual style and we shade. So we're gonna have a fence. Okay, we're gonna have a fence like this. Okay, we're gonna have a fence like this. Very good. Okay, from here now we can move this fence to the building. So we select, let's go back to the wall coordinate. Let's carefully select this fence. Okay, careful, select all the paths. Then now we go to move command, you move at this end, move right here. Okay, then let's come here right at this end point and we click there. Now you're gonna see something like this. Let's try to orbit to see what we got first. Yeah, so we're gonna have something like this. Okay, very good. Let's go back home. Then now let's position the camera. Let's create the camera. We'll go under visualize. Then take notes, the AutoCAD I'm using is Autodesk 2020. So you might be using an older version where you can find the camera elsewhere. So for now, let's come up here. You can see this camera. So here is to create the camera. Then you click on the camera. Then I would like us to put the camera somewhere right at this endpoint, right down, okay, right down at this endpoint. Let's click it down here. Then now let's pull it towards this building, and our target point should be somewhere at the midpoint of the building. So let's place it here, enter. Very good. Now let's click on this camera. Then so you're going to see up here at the left up top corner. So I like us to put it on shaded before we continue. Okay, you're going to see a view like that. So directly here I'm going to show you how to adjust your camera. So here we have the X, Y, and the Z axis. Okay, let me zoom so you can see well. The X, the Y, and the Z axis. In order to take this camera up, as you can see, it's at the lower position. So in order to take it up, okay, you click on the Z axis and you pull it up. Here you can zoom here and you pull it up. Okay, you can pull it up as you want. Okay, right up. Now you're gonna see something like that. Let's pull it down again a bit. Then let's keep it at this position for now. You click. Then in order to zoom this building, you come at this end, this line's length, you click. When you pull it out, you see that as the camera opens up, it becomes smaller. Okay, then put it somewhere here. So you're going to find something like that. Then you can as well click on this X axis and you move like this. As you move and go around, you see that the building, the camera keeps covering a vast space. So you're going to go right at the back yard of it. Let's try to zoom so that we can access well. So you see, trying to cover the back part until we have something like this. Okay, so we can have something like that. Then now let's bring it back. Let's bring it back this way. Bring it until we finally come back here to our position. So I'm just trying to show you how you can play with the camera. Okay, how you can zoom, how you can relax, as well as you can also go to the y-axis. You click and you go this other way, then you're going to see the building right behind. You go this way, like just going. Let's zoom it so you can just go, and then you see the back part of it. So you can now then see everything, okay, because we cover plus the fence. So we can come back right to the position. Then again you can click here to pull it like this. Okay, you see how you see it. Then you can zoom it as well to bring it like this way to see the back part of it. Then for now, let's click it somewhere here. Then let's try to open up again sidewards. Okay, try to open up sidewards. Then let's open up. Then we come to a certain point. So I like us to put this at first at realistic. Okay, let's cut it this way so that we're able to manipulate. Let's put it to wireframe. Okay, then from here you click here again, then you can pull it down as well. Okay, you can zoom it down as well. Okay, you can zoom it down, so you see that, so you can zoom it down as well. Okay, let's position it there, then that is what you see. Let's take it back up this way so that you can see well. So from here, let's try to adjust it to its final position. Okay, yeah, again we can take it up, we can go back to the Z axis, the Z axis, we click and move it upward or downward. Okay, let's bring it down, down, yeah, down somewhere at the midpoint. So however you want your position to be. Okay, then now let's click it back here and try to adjust. Okay, let's try to adjust. Okay, somewhere like that. Now, so if that's okay, then now we can click enter. Okay, then escape. So if you want to see what you've done so far, you come up here under name views, then you're going to drop down here, then you're going to see camera 1. You click on camera 1, then let's try to shade it to see what we did. Okay, let's put it to shaded. Okay, so this is what we did. This is how we adjusted the camera. I hope it's beautiful, guys, and I would like us to quickly go to look at something. Yeah, apart from adjusting the camera the way we just did, you can as well go under view. Okay, you click on view, then you're going to see properties. You click on the properties, then this property is going to pop up here. Then now if you have a data, maybe you have a drawing that you got all the data on how to adjust, so you're just going to come here and you fill all the information. Okay, so when you come here, you're going to fill all the information. So like here you're going to see the plot style, then you're going to see the plot style table, you're going to see the plot table attached to, and so on. You're going to see the plot table type, and you're going to see the center X. You put the X axis, Y axis, the Z axis, the height, the width. As we're adjusting here, remember I went adjusting the X and the Y axis and so on. So if you have a data that you can use, so you can just come here and you use at this portion. So that's it, we've already adjusted it manually. So let's go back. So I think this is all about our tutorial for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and you like and share to friends. Okay, you can comment. So thanks very much. See you in our next tutorial.